We are live. Yes, we are live. Hello, everyone, or nobody, depending on.
Bonjour.
Buongiorno. Hey.
Oh, gone Italian.
Oh, look at that. Phil's written, I wonder who the special guests are. I think everybody knew, really, who the special guests were going to be.
Who could it be? Who could it be?
I like that truth. I like how Aurelia
I can't
has
see the
written
chat.
truth. Can you not see it? Okay,
No.
so basically, hi, Mr. Partisan, how are you?
Hang on, now I'm in.
So basically, I'm just going to let everyone know that this is only, I think it's my second live stream, right? My second ever live stream.
Yeah.
On my channel. So it's going to suck probably from my end. But Chris and Ven, you guys are good at live streams, right? So you can help out. You know, you're basically going to be doing the live stream for me. Now we might have problems with, because of the VPN and stuff. So I've got my VPN connected. Hopefully, it's not going to destroy everyone. But I'm not using VPN, guys. All right, you might need to. I don't know. Is it going to be slow for you? Because you're frozen basically at the moment.
I can see you. I can hear you. I mean, right away.
Okay.
It's great quality.
Okay. So can you guys who are watching let us know? It seems to be very kind of start-stop, and everyone seems to be freezing as far as I can see. Can somebody tell us what it's like to view?
Yeah.
Someone let us know. Is it kind of annoying? Is everybody freezing? Or
of course, it's annoying.
Okay, Sailor's written it all good. So hopefully that means Javier's written hello. Our stream is fine, brilliant. That's good. So it seems that we're working. So
good. Bloody hell.
Shall I introduce everyone?
Yeah, go for it.
Ven seems to be very kind of stop-starty. I don't know if that's okay, brilliant. Well, as long as it's okay for you guys, that's fine. So Venkor, Mr. half Russian, half American, real estate Mongol in the Russian Federation.
Mongol or Mogul?
Mogul. Oh shit, Mongol. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to say Mongol. I meant to say Mogul, of course. Living in St. Petersburg and Sochi. Knows everything about real estate. If you want to build a house, Ven's your man.
I can help you out. That's for sure.
Then we've got Chris, the plastic Russian. Now, Chris is very straight talking. If you're in my chat, then you'll know Chris and his channel, The Plastic Russian. And he just tells things as they are, sees things as they are. And he lives in Anapa, in the south of Russia. And then I live in Vladimir, which is the region next to Moscow. So we all live in different places. We've all got different opinions about life in Russia and experience of living in Russia. And so today, I really wanted to talk about YouTube, because a lot of people, well, Ven's gone. Yeah. I'll add him when he gets back in.
Yeah.
I'll add him when he gets back in. So
it's
really wanted to talk.
Like that, I think.
Yeah, he needs to connect the VPN, I think. So we're going to talk about YouTube. We're going to talk about being a YouTuber, the pros and cons of being a YouTuber, give advice if you want to become a YouTuber. Things, I think, basically, if you're watching and you're thinking of becoming a YouTuber, right, whether it's going to be in Russia or just being a YouTuber anyway, this is going to be really important information, because I'm going to tell you from my point of view. I'm going to ask the other guy to tell you the things they love about YouTube, the reasons they do YouTube, and then the negative things about YouTube as well, so you can be prepared. So I wish that I'd watched something like this from 3 people who are willing to share their information about, their experience on YouTube, because it's really going to help you, and it's also going to let you know a little bit more about us and how we kind of live. So so that's the goal of today's video.
Cool. Sounds good. Where are we starting? Who's going first?
Sure. Should we speak to Ven first?
Do it.
Should we speak to Ven and just ask him to introduce himself and tell us, a little bit about what he does and what he's doing in Russia and talk about his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. Well, my name is Van. I moved here on 2019. I moved here permanently. Before that, I visited Russia many times.
Really quiet, Ven.
So I can't hear. Can you hear him very well or not?
I can hear
couldn't-
you. Can't hear me?
No.
Yeah, I can. Maybe. Okay, so Ven's got two options. He's got a microphone which is crazy loud, or he's got headphones that are quiet. So we're gonna have to go with one or the other.
Do another Ven. Ven, give us a test.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I reckon if
Can you
you
hear
put the
me well?
microphone near, if you put your microphone near to your mouth, we can hear. Yeah, I think it's good.
Can you hear it right now?
Yeah,
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
All right,
Rocking.
perfect. Then I'll just hold my mic right next to my mouth.
Cool. So
Okay. Well, my name is Van. My channel is Van Core, and I moved here in 2019. Before that, I visited Russia many times since I'm half American, half Russian. My father's American, my mother's Russian. And I started my channel because I got a lot of friends back in the States, and I got my daughters in the States. And I figured, what's the best way for my teenage kids to watch their father is on YouTube, just to see what he does, what he's doing. And that way, you know how teenage kids are. They don't have that much time for their parents, but they have time for their cell phones. And if a little short video comes up or a little video comes up on their phone, they're going to click on them like, hey, dad's doing this, dad's doing that. So that's one of the main reasons why I started the YouTube channel. And at the same time, after that, I realized that, hey, well, I can show my life in Russia, a life of an average redneck, what I do, how a country boy is living, not in the city. I live outside of the city. And this is a different perspective of Russia instead of just Moscow and St. Petersburg. I live outside of St. Petersburg, out in the country. And I also moved to Sochi recently. And I kind of live on two cities now because I got a business in St. Petersburg and I stay in Sochi. So I'm back and forth all the time. And I kind of show this other part of Russia that most YouTubers don't really show, just because there ain't many YouTubers in like Sochi or outside of St. Petersburg and Leningrad region. And I started enjoying it, so I started doing it more and more.
but YouTube for you it's more like a hobby, right? Than
Yes, sir.
Than a
Yes,
profession.
sir.
So
It's a hobby. Yeah, I can get monetized now, but I don't really care for it just because I do it more for my family and my kids and stuff, and my friends in the States, and just for my own sake of memories. I like to rewatch my videos from 2 years ago. It's kind of fun. Like, hey, cool. I've done this, I've done that, and then you got this whole movie or this whole video, not just like a little clip on your cell phone or your laptop. You got like the whole thing, and it's kind of like fun. Like, hey, yeah, I've been there or I've done that. So. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it's probably important to, although you don't do it professionally and it's a hobby, blah blah blah, and you're doing it for your family and your friends. I think it's still important to understand that it's kind of a chicken and egg thing with YouTube, and gaining subscribers promotes the channel, and more people get to see your videos. And if you go onto Ven's channel, I think he's probably got more videos than anybody. he's a video nutter. He's I mean, you're probably double what I've got. So
460 videos. That's it.
Yeah, there you go. 460 videos up. So yeah,
wow.
But a lot of them are shorts because kids love shorts. So I did a lot of shorts for my kids.
Yeah,
and then I started doing full-size videos to kind of like show more than just shorts.
I just want to say something before we go any further, because I'm not good at answering these comments. I've got no idea how you type an answer, but
no.
So we've been asked by Phil, every time someone donates, we need to take a shot. Now I'm having shots of Dobre Cola without
Jack
sugar.
Daniels.
But so Ven's helping with the shots, and I don't know what Chris has got there. Chris, what have you got there?
Chris, what do you got there? Water?
Is it vodka?
Ooh.
Okay.
I can't tell a lie.
Guessing some very strong. What is it? What does it say? I can't see it. Oh, Johnny. Okay, I can't see it. Okay.
I'm off the booze. It's water, man. I got nothing. It's water.
Oh dear. So Ven's going to be taking shots for everyone, basically.
Sounds good.
So if you want Ven to get drunk,
Yeah.
send me lots of money.
I promise you.
Lots of money.
All the money to Sam.
Yeah, so
Guys,
it's good how it works out, right? So Ven's going to feel like crap tomorrow morning,
Yes,
and I'm
sir.
going to be rich. It's like a
Guys, I
perfect
promise you,
combination.
a drunk Ven is absolutely worth seeing. I promise you.
We're going to ask him to start dancing on the table.
He'll do it. He'll do it.
No.
Hands,
music
head,
on,
around the garden.
put some music
the
on,
whole
we'll get him
works.
dancing. It's going to be good to send. So if you want a whole glass to be drunk at once, guys, that's going to be like $100 donation, okay?
Yeah,
But then he's got to do it.
For a whole glass.
Oh, dear.
So then what do you obviously the great thing about you, obviously, and it's a bit different to me, but I'll get into that in a bit, is you're filming about your life. So you already have a purpose, you already have the thing you're doing, and you're just filming it, right? So that's kind of interesting because it shows an honest view of how things are kind of are. Yeah, you don't have to think of the content, you're just filming what is actually happening in your life, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I just show my business. I'm in the construction business. I build the budget homes for not for people that don't got money. Let's put it that way. For the low income mortgages and stuff in Russia. And at the same time, I also show a little bit of my travelings, and sometimes I fix a car, sometimes I fix my excavator, sometimes I buy crap that I don't need, and I just show it.
So is there anything, should we go to things we like and don't like afterwards, or what should we do, or should we just ask each person exactly and let's go through it all? What do you think?
Hey, there's a couple of things I want to get out.
Okay, so let's let you speak about why you're doing your YouTube and what tell us about you.
Yeah, I mean the why I think I've probably made public, and certainly my live streams I make no bones about it. Why really started from a place of anger after coming to Russia, having my world turned upside down, and then just seeing the lies constantly printed in the Western media, and what that leads to, how that unfortunately leads to people making bad decisions based on the lies that they see in the media. And I think that was really where I started, because it was just, a point of anger. But it got beyond that. I just sort of thought, you know what? I'm just going to show, rather than doing a propaganda and trying to, hit them head on and argue facts and all of this, all I'm going to do is show out the window, literally show the garden, show the blue sky, show the swimming pool, show the beach, show the stuff that most people have no comprehension of in Russia. And that was the why. But beyond that, going into YouTube, I must admit it was a bit of a shock, because I thought that Western people coming to Russia probably had the same mentality as me, and were, wow, this is absolutely not what I expected, and I want to show the world, because obviously it's heavily censored, and want to show people, look, this is the reality. Here I am walking on the beach. You're told that there's no such thing here, and it's all snow, am I saying snow, bears, gangsters, vodka, horse and cart, but there's a lot more to Russia than that. And I thought I was going to join a happy YouTube community of Westerners, and everybody would be, hey, cool, and helping each other. And no, it's absolutely not that at all. And it's been you have to be thick-skinned, because it has been very, very shocking, really, I think, to discover that that's not the case. And a lot of people, Westerners, coming here doing YouTube, they're doing it for one purpose only, and that's to make money. And it's cutthroat and it's ruthless, and they're not interested in you. They're just interested in what they can get out of you, and if they can do something with you to generate clicks, to generate revenue. And that was a shock. Do what, mate?
It's kind of like high school again,
Yeah. It's like going back to school sometimes. And that was a shock, because I just wasn't expecting it. I thought, these people that have come from the West have started a YouTube channel, and they're on YouTube saying, oh, Russia, I want to show Russia, I want to show this. And I thought, oh, great. And I reached out to a few people, and literally All I got was, you know, complete stonewalled. I got a couple of people that really, I'll say it took the piss. I'm not going to be naming names on this. It's not what this is about, but I'm just, the point of me saying this is, yeah, you did. The point of me saying this is it just wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. It wasn't everybody, you know, working towards the same goal and, you know, showing Russia and all of that. Most of them that I've interacted with or have seen or had dealings with, they're all about the money. And that shocked me. That was, you know, and you know, hey, there's nothing wrong with that if you're open and honest about it. If that's what you're saying, that's fine. But it's all the deception that goes beyond. That's kind of what pissed me off. Okay. So they're the things I wanted to say. Beyond that, hey, I've said my bit.
So I'm going to go through a couple of, thanks, Chris. I'm going to go through a couple of the comments before, so we don't lose track. So first of all, Irish Partisan said, #1 rule, find a niche. If you don't know Irish Partisan, check out his channel. He blogs in Bulgaria. He blogs in Belarus. Very interesting content. He goes to different cities, stays in Soviet hotels, and then goes around and kind of shows you the city and stuff. So really interesting stuff. Also, he shows you just life in his town where he's living. I think he's living in Minsk, right? And he just shows you kind of nights out and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Go and check out his content.
Awesome. I will do that because I haven't. Sorry, Irish Partisan, I haven't heard of you. So that's a new one for me, and I will look at you.
So he's been on YouTube for a while, and YouTube has seemed to not particularly like promoting his content. He started off, which went crazy, his channel, and then he's encountered difficulties. Not with his content. His content's good. Just unfortunately, you know how it works, banning, right? Yeah.
That we're all victim to.
Well,
so next, the man. You need to put your hand.
You get your
microphone nearer. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I noticed that for man, it's a lot harder to get out there on YouTube. I'll be honest.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if I'd be blue-eyed, blonde, with nice
eyes
stuff, I think I'd have probably like 500,000 subs by now.
You could just make videos making a cup of tea each day, and you would get millions of views, right? Yeah.
My room. Hey, I'm just doing my pillows, baby. That's it. And that's the thing. We are. I mean, I'm gonna say it. We are middle-aged men.
I'm a bit more middle-aged than you, and Chris is a bit more middle-aged than me.
Oi.
Well,
just to put it out there.
All three of us are middle-aged. That way, it's fair. And it's a lot harder for us because we see the world differently than a lot of the other like younger YouTube creators. And
sure.
We show Russia completely differently. You guys are quite similar. You show the Russia for the place it is. And it's fantastic. That is great. It's authentic. You guys walk around. You show your cities. It's not Moscow. It's not St. Petersburg. It's actually other cities than those two cities that everybody wants to show. I'm sick of Moscow. Sick of it.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what Moscow is. Show the rest of the Russia. And you guys are doing just that. And that is fantastic. But also the audience, we have a limited amount of audience they're gonna watch us. I mean that's the truth, you know?
Yeah.
And
it's a fact.
There's a lot of content creators out there, and it's the question goes to it. The question comes down to it: how much do we want to, put ourselves out there to actually get the views, and how much do we want? I mean, if you really want it, we can do it one video a day. But hell, that's so much work to do all of the editing, downloading the videos.
Editing's the hard thing for me.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of work. I try to come out with one video a week. Even one video a week. It's not as easy sometimes because some stuff I can't show. Sometimes it's only Russian because, well, it's business stuff. And I'm not going to speak English with my workers because it's just weird and degrading to them in a way. So it's still only like one video a week I can come up with of stuff that I can actually show that's somewhat interesting. And I think you guys, you see similar problem that I'm getting here. There's only so much that we can show that's going to be interesting. The rest, it's like, okay, it's like made up for the moment. I don't know.
So I'm going to add to that. I'm just going to answer a couple of questions so that I can get through. Because they're building up. So one person wrote about us helping a dog rescue shelter. We did that all together. So that was a thing we raised money for through the subscribers. We had a Patreon account. Everyone sent a little bit of money, some more than others. Everyone just did their part, and then we gave them money. Another person was o čem mi govori čas. My просто говорим о как создавать канал на YouTube и плюсов и минусов, да, типа вот что у нас тяжело, что у нас легко, что мы любим, что не любим, что ненавидим. Вот о чем сегодня. So next thing is what have we got here? Hello, Sam. Oh, okay. Does anybody know about face scans when they're coming to the airport? This is not something I know about, but I don't really see what the problem
I had that
be.
in the UK, I think.
Yeah.
90% certain when I flew to the UK and back from the UK, that was part of the biometric.
Okay.
So yeah, I've had face scan.
So I don't see, like, if you're not a mastermind criminal or something, I don't see what difference it makes.
I think the only people that complain about security are people that are, maybe up to no good or have got something to hide. I never, I don't see the sense in anybody complaining about airport security. Take as much time as you like. I'd rather be late and inconvenienced than blown up. So you fill your boots, guys.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
So, right. So let me talk a little bit about YouTube and how I see it. I could talk for hours, so I'm just gonna talk a little bit about introduction to it. So what Ven was talking about and about creating content, as Irish Partisan said, you need to pick your niche, right? And so if you want to create a YouTube channel, the best way to get the biggest amount of views is going to be either being 100% pro-Russian, show everything is absolutely amazing all the time, or the opposite and show everything bad. They're the two main groups. They are the two main groups. Now, what I often find is I kind of receive quite a lot of criticism when I show something really amazing. People are like, oh, why are you showing Russian propaganda, right? And then if I show something that's bad, the other people will say, oh, why are you trying to make Russia look bad? And so it's difficult when you're just showing genuine day-to-day life. Some things will be good, some things will be bad, some things will be amazing, some things will be crazy, some things will be hot, some things will be cold. That's just how it is, right? But if you want the best views, if you can look at other channels, go and analyze other people's channels and see which ones do the best. It's either the best ones are always the ones that are very pro-Russia and everything's always amazing, everything's brilliant, or the opposite, everything's bad. And because what that does is you've got those two big audiences, right? And so if you're going to show your daily life, then it's also good people want to follow along. But unfortunately, with daily life, you're going to go down a street one day and that street's going to have potholes. The next day, you're going to go on an amazing road and you're going to drive in an amazing car and everything's going to be really good. And so there's lots of people that want to see real life, but a lot of people really want to see one or the other. And I think you'll see that also you'll notice a lot of people around the world are not satisfied with where they live. And so if a lot of YouTubers will create a great side of Russia because those people are not satisfied with where they live will be like, oh wow, that's really great, I wish I was there. And it allows people to think, oh, I hate where I am, I watched this is really great. And so it's really difficult to find your niche. If you don't want to go for one of those parts and you want to go for just showing everything, then you're going to get more hate and it's going to be harder to target, right? That's just kind of how it is. That's how I found it. I mean, I like YouTube because the main reason, obviously, I'd love to make loads of money. Unfortunately, I don't, right? But I'm always hoping that a video of mine will take off. I've said for a while that there is about, excluding channels where they just show daily videos of their lives, people that are showing Russia, just showing different things in Russia as the main topic, right? What I mean is like not what they did today as a topic, but this is something about Russia. This is something about Russia, kind of like, I don't know, something interesting that happens in Russia or a view of Russia or part of Russia. There's about 10 topics that will always pick up the views. And if you go and research any YouTubers and go through their channels and pick by popularity, you're going to see, when it searches those videos by popularity, you're going to see that almost everybody has the top 10 topics as their top 10 best performing videos.
Yeah.
And everything else is kind of hit and miss. So
yeah,
I could make, this is probably one of the things that is also probably a frustrating thing about YouTube, is you can create an amazing video, but that doesn't mean that it's going to do well, right?
Yeah.
There's about 10 topics that will always do well, and you can just go and research, like I said, and see which those topics are. But everybody has those same kind of top 10 topics that are really popular. They're popular videos, but you can make an amazing video, and that video might do well and might not do well. And I think it's very difficult when you put a lot of effort into something, and when you upload it and you don't get very views, and you think, that took me ages, you know.
And you know what,
really in-depth topic, right? Yeah.
Do you know what? That is why I am so glad that I am not that, that YouTuber. And I think Ven's the same. Ven, he's already said, he does it as a hobby, he does it for fun, he does it for his family and friends. Beyond that, yeah, great, but that's not his motivation.
Well, at the same time, I'm gonna cut in. I'm sorry. At the same time, I always try to show Russia in a way how I see it,
yes,
and how great it is. Like even a blog of my day, I still show the gas station, the prices, the grocery store. I go somewhere or show the road, so it's not just hey, I'm living my life, but I let everybody know that I live my life in Russia. So that's kind of and I think what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's obviously important. I mean, if all we did was vlog our daily lives, personally, I think it'd be boring.
Yeah, it'd be boring.
But for me, I'm moving away from videos, and I'm moving more to doing lives as often as I can. I've done 3 in a row the last 3 days. Had a great one today. And for me, I find that much better. And just something that I've started doing recently is driving live. So I've got a mount in the car. I stick the phone in the car and I drive around, and I live stream while I'm driving.
That's good.
So
that's really cool.
That's something new. It gives people a chance to interact. I'll pull over at the side of the road, I'll answer questions, and it gives people a chance to see much, much more of, the villages around me, for example, than me just walking around for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That is.
I'm so glad that I am not, having to edit videos, because I see the absolute torment that Sam has, because he's got an ancient laptop. I keep telling him to buy a new one, and I must start a campaign. Sam, buy a new laptop. Anyhow.
Or we can call it, let's make Sam a multimillionaire in one night.
Yeah, okay.
That'll be another one.
So I see the torment and the anguish that causes, making videos, making thumbnails, having to try to produce a video that your audience is going to like, or hope that your audience is going to like. Whereas me and Ven, we turn out what we want to turn out. And if people like it, do you know what? That's really cool. And of course, I want my channel to grow. I'm sure Ven does as well. But it's not our motivation. It's not about hitting numbers. I couldn't care less if I generate revenue off of YouTube or not. I post my revenue every single month in my Telegram group, completely open. I think I made £6 in January. Woo! Party time.
I only made £300, so it's not like I'm
dizzy heights, that is, mate.
Yeah.
At my rate, I'm gonna need to operate for 3 years to get that. So
sorry, Ben.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine, mate. It's not about the money. It is just about showing people something that they can't see. And I think a lot of people out there, especially in the West, Russia is high on everybody's priority to find out about. Not necessarily to move here. Maybe they love it, maybe they hate it, maybe they just don't know. But I think they want to find out. And the more channels like ours that are just, hey, look, here's the camera, it's turned on. This is what it is. And it's not edited, it's not fancy, it's not glossy. I think those channels, are going to be more interesting to people, because they're going to look at this and go, oh, hang on a minute, There's no fancy editing. This isn't propaganda. It's not a movie set. I mean, how many times have you guys been accused of being on a movie set? I have, until I started live streaming.
I think with the movie set, I see it's interesting because I thought it's really difficult because I'm not going to talk about other people's channels, right? Because that's one of the worst things. Because I'll even like, it's as like Chris was saying at the beginning, how we kind of like, we're not all best friends, right? I'll actually have people join my chat to try and my Telegram.
Thank you, Sailor.
To try and say something so that I answer, then I'll run and tell another YouTuber. Some said this about you, and so it's like really, it's really crazy. Yeah, some said yes. So I want to touch on some of the things.
One thing I want to add.
Go on.
One thing about what Chris was talking about YouTube. One of the cool, or even one of the great things that YouTube gave me, it gave me good company, good friends. I met you guys on YouTube.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So even if you don't get a lot of views, hell, I know that we're going to be friends for many years,
definitely,
regardless, because we're in the
100%.
same boat.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think we sing from the same hymn book.
Yeah.
Ven can drink for both of us. I'm on the wagon. I'm drinking water because
Cheers, mate.
yeah, cheers, pal. And Sam doesn't drink, so yeah, Ven can do all the drinking for us.
However,
I think we bounce off each other quite well.
I am a collector of alcohol, so one day, hopefully, I will start drinking again, and I'll probably end up being an alcoholic in a week.
Well, I've got a better idea, Sam. Just invite Ven round for a couple of nights.
Yeah.
Don't make me that big old alcoholic, Sam.
So it's interesting because on the
it's Friday night, okay?
Yeah, you're allowed. You're allowed.
Hey, what about the rock concert?
Awesome.
Explain that.
Which was what concert? Oh.
It was hammered. Mind you, it was free booze, I suppose, wasn't it?
No, I had to pay for it, but it was awesome.
Did you? What, in VIP? You had to pay for it?
Yeah, yep. It's right.
Wow. Blimey. Mind you, wine's cheap here, isn't it? I don't know. Is it down with you? It is with me.
It was 5,500 a bottle.
Woo!
Wine, so that's not too bad.
Ouch.
So,
you need to come up here, mate.
So I was going to say, okay, so the reason that I like YouTube, it's really weird because I've got my pluses and then my minuses. And that's my pluses is only 4 things. But it's because the reasons I want to say this is because the reasons I got into YouTube and I like YouTube, first of all, like Ben said, it's a great way to meet people. So it gets me to go out with the camera, not just meeting other YouTubers, right? But basically, it's a reason to get out and go out. Like if I came to Russia a long time ago, so I used to go out drinking, meeting people like that, right? But now, as I don't drink, it's a great thing. I pick up my camera, go out the door and go for a walk, film what I see, speak to people. And so it's a great way to get out, get fresh air, get exercise, and create content and kind of like mingle with people. And then you find different events, things that are happening, and you go there. You know, when you go to an event and you go on your own, you go there and you kind of like, you don't know anyone. But if you go there and you're filming, well, that's your reason to speak to people, to interview people, to ask them about stuff, to get them to tell you things. So it's a great way to interact and to meet other people. And then obviously you got the purpose. Now, people film for different purposes. Like, I want to show the reality of Russia. And obviously, as I said, like, I'm kind of like in between. I show good and bad. Which does get me hate, and then other people show their version of reality. But obviously, some people do have a purpose to film the specific things that they film. So if Russia's always good, there might be a reason why Russia's always good. There's always different things. So there's different reasons why people have different channels, right? Why people film different content. But generally, for me, they're the best things about YouTube is to get out and go out and do your thing. It's you on your own, right? Okay, you can do videos with other people, but essentially it's you on the camera, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to go film anything, you can go anywhere in the world and film. In theory. Now I'm going to touch on that. I'm going to touch on that now with the things, with my long list of things that are difficult.
Look at you with
YouTube, and I don't know if you Well, Chris has already touched on point number one, which is technical stuff.
Number one.
Go on. Technical stuff for me is number one. Or VPN, right? So you've got all these kind of things that are annoying, right? So with technical things, just today, for example, so I'm not a technical person. I don't understand. I understand that computers are, you know, they've got their own brains and they do their own thing, right? But, well, kind of. But let's see.
No, computers are dumb.
Right, so basically,
Sam, it's picnic. It's picnic, mate. That's what IT consultants call it. Picnic. Problem in chair, not in computer.
So exactly, right? So with analog things, you can see it's like a thing is not working, you can change it, whatever it is. With digital, today I just wanted to upload a thumbnail or the video to share it in the community, right? To share this live stream. It would let me put the URL, the link, but it wouldn't bring up the image of the video. So then I thought, okay, let me upload a photo, right? Let me take the photo of the thumbnail, upload that. When I did that, it said, sorry, your phone doesn't have any images on it, which obviously it does. And so things like that just drive me up the wall. Completely, really, really annoy me with the computer as well. It's very frustrating because we're filming, right? And I go out and film, my video will be 30, 40 gig, right? And so, yeah. Filming in 4K.
And that's the problem with editing and having to produce thumbnails and everything else. And that's, I'll be honest, why I like lives. You just turn it on and you talk to the people. And for me, I love that. I love interacting with people. You know, I get a lot of hate. I get people in there calling me all sorts of things. Sometimes depends on the mood, how I react to it. But it's nice to be able to answer genuine questions. And that's why I do it. That's the reason. For people that genuinely say, look, is this Russia? Can you tell me? You know, and I say, look, go and join my Telegram channel. But of course, we've all got Telegram channels, and ask a question. You know, we're here. You've got an opportunity to speak with people that actually live in Russia, and us three are in different areas. So, you know, that's why I do it. And that's why I avoid doing the video stuff, because it just will suck the life out of you. And I've got a life here, and I want YouTube to be fun. And if I had to sit there and with an ancient computer like Sam and sit there trying to edit, it would drive me mad. Get a new laptop, Sam.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through a few more of the comments. Someone said,
yes,
don't forget about Ellie. Ellie, the YouTuber Ellie. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, she's a great YouTuber. I love her content, but we're not talking about specific YouTubers.
No,
so
let's stay away from that.
Anyone, but she seems to be a nice person. I've spoken to her a couple of times. She actually got demonetized the same time as me, and we connected because of that a couple of years ago. Then what else have we got? Is it my first live stream? No. Let's see. Sam sound is very good. Well, blimey, something is good's happening today. Sam,
somebody wants to marry you, Sam.
Yeah, I've been asked to marry, and then Malcolm said I'm really good, so that's amazing as well. So blimey, I'm getting lots of compliments today. I'm gonna have a really big head. Hello from Bulgaria, Cyril. Hello. What else have we got? Hi everyone from Moscow, from Guy. I like the channel called Russian Plus. Yeah, I don't know. Did he move? I think he moved outside of Russia, didn't he? What's the guy's name from Russian Plus? It was an American guy. I've forgotten his name. American guy that spoke English. Sorry, a Russian guy that spoke English really well with an American accent. And I've forgotten his name. He was really good friends with Natasha from Natasha's Adventures, I remember. But I don't think I ever actually spoke to him in person. Okay, I'm going to carry on with the questions in a minute. We'll go back to the next point I have is gatekeepers. Now, depending on the type of content you create, you're going to meet different people along your journey. Now, what I do is I do try my best to interact and kind of push the boundaries and go places that I think people will find interesting. What you're going to find there is in America, you have Karens, who are just busybody people that will find a way to find a problem with whatever you're doing. And so in Russia, I've stolen this name. It's actually stolen from a Bold and Bankrupt video. Sorry, Bold and Bankrupt. KGB Karens. And basically, these women and sometimes men will be angry with you for filming. Whether you're filming them or you're just filming in somewhere that they've decided that is against the law. And I get this quite a few times when I'm out and about filming, and it can be frustrating because you can go to somewhere like a supermarket that you know is completely fine to film, and the security guard will come up to you and say, "You must leave now, we're calling the police." And you'll be like, "Well, it's a supermarket. It's a public place. I know the law. I'm allowed to film." They'll be like, "No, you don't. You're breaking the law. You have to leave now. The police are on their way." And this happens a lot. Okay. And the thing is, and a lot of YouTubers, you won't see that happen.
Oh, we lost Ven.
I think he's coming back.
Okay.
At the stage, he's back again. He probably took a shot and didn't want anyone to see.
Sneaked one in.
Doing it on my phone, and I press.
Someone called.
In case I disappear again, you guys keep on talking. I'll be back. Okay.
So
it just
so
the
one
screen is really small on the phone. It's like my I feel like my fingers are really fat, and I'm trying to press.
They are,
comment
mate.
Chat, and I press
to
leave the chat on accident with one of my fingers. Sorry for that, mate.
He's saying that, but we think he just took a shot. Anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
So that's it's the thing. Like Chris said, look, it's gone down. He's definitely took a shot. So basically, Chris said that you need to be thick-skinned for YouTube. Yeah. And that is one of the things. You'll go out, and I think it's easier if you're just vlogging or YouTubing in English, all right? Just kind of going along and doing it. I get a lot, 50-50, I'd say. People will come, and I had one the other day. I was walking down the road, and someone shouted at me from 20-30 meters away, came up to me and had a massive go at me, told me, "Why am I living in this country? I need to leave." And so I'm not saying that that's everywhere. If I didn't have the camera, that wouldn't be the case. If you go out without the camera, that's not the case. And Russian people are very nice. I went to a big kind of like a group of shops that sell building materials. And I was walking around, and I was literally, without the camera, I was asking, "Do you know where this shop is? Or do you know where I can get that?" And people would escort me from that shop to another shop to show me where I can buy the things, even though it's not their shop and they're not getting anything from it. And that's great. But if I had the camera, it would have been a different story. And so you get this. You will get this a lot, and you have to be thick-skinned because it is frustrating. It is frustrating to have people say that they're going to call the police. You can hear Chris type. He's either playing the piano or he's typing.
I'm playing Tetris.
Right. Okay. So so that's one of the things. I don't know if you guys have had that. Yeah.
Also,
play Tetris.
You got to ignore a lot of comments that you get that are like just or just ignorant comments.
Yeah.
Those couch warriors, man. Those couch warriors are everywhere.
Yeah, but you guys speak Russian, so you probably get it a lot more. I'm not in that position, so I'm not interacting really speaking with Russians other than if I'm out live streaming with my wife, for example. And we did have an instance where I was filming in a little dacha area. It's about 50 houses because they've got a memorial there, war memorial. And it's in the middle of nowhere. And that's really prevalent in my area. I don't know about you guys, but in my area, there are memorials to the fallen everywhere. And it just really hit home that this, and it really hit home that this memorial was in the middle of nowhere, just with like 40 or 50 houses. And it just really stood out. So I did a brief video from there, and I had a woman saying to my wife, "Why are you filming?" And she said, because we come here to film the memorial. Oh, you're not allowed to. And, that was it. And then another woman came out and said she was like the head of the area and she wanted to know what we were doing. And I through the wife said, we're just filming the memorial. And then she opened up and said, well, I was responsible for doing that. I managed to raise the money and blah, blah, blah. And she was lovely. And then as we were leaving, there was an old boy that came out with his camera and he was filming me. He was filming the car. And I just stopped and opened the window and he put the camera up into my face. And, I've got you recorded. I know who you are. And, and it's like, okay. And I said, yeah, sure. No problem. I haven't done anything wrong.
And so the thing is, these things can happen in any country, right? But they do happen in Russia as well. They do happen in Russia as well.
More America. That stuff will happen more often in the States.
Yeah. And I think people forget that in the West. They, you know, if they hear anything like that at all in Russia, oh, totalitarian state, dictatorship. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, if you live in the UK, go and down to Salisbury Plain and start filming. See how far you get. See how long it is. Go around Buckingham Palace and see if you can scale the wall. See how long it is before you're arrested.
I tried to make a video in Nottingham before the World Cup. So it was about 2017, I think it was a year before. And I wanted to ask people what are their opinions on the upcoming World Cup. And everyone refused to answer my question, apart from people that were foreign. Yes. It was interesting. So all the local, everyone said, no, I don't want to speak about it. And it was interesting. But you will get it in Russia, and you will get, you know.
You'll get it everywhere. Like, that's the thing. You've only got to look on YouTube and you will see all of these audit videos, won't you? All of these guys that are filming a police station, and especially in the UK, especially in America. And the reaction is, you know, the coppers come out, what are you doing? You can't do this. Well, hang on. If you're filming a police station, what are you doing? I personally wouldn't film a police station, but it happens in the UK just as much as it would happen in Russia. It's no different.
Definitely.
Russia is a cakewalk. I used to do repo in the States. And I did a lot of repo in the hood, in like ghetto neighborhoods. And there was a few times where I had to take a picture of the car and send it to the dealership just so they can match up the VIN number. And I remember one time I got out my tow truck, and I had a really nice tow truck. I mean, I had like a $40,000 nice fancy tow truck. It was a snatch truck. The snatch truck is the one that hooks up from the back and just yonks the car over. And I came outside and I'm taking a picture of the car. Next thing I know, I got two niggers with guns pointing at me, telling me, get away from the car. And I look at them like, hey guys, I'm just doing my job. I mean, you really want to shoot me over taking a picture of your damn car? Okay. I got in my car and I left, but I still had to come and get that sucker overnight time. And I got that car too. $600 paid.
So I'm just going to say, someone's asked a question, going to defuse something for a second and say, someone's asked about negative YouTubers in Russia. So I don't really watch other YouTube channels because I don't have time. Yeah, I just don't have time. It's pretty bad because, like, you know, I'll have conversations with you guys and other people, YouTubers, like, see my video and you're like, kind of like, yeah, so what? And you think, I didn't quickly go and watch it now.
No, you never watch mine.
I have watched a few. But there you go. Okay, so you know, I'm not trying to say if I'm on. Literally, my life is wake up, do a few things I need to do. I'm also one of the problems I have in life. I'm just going to say, get it out there, is I suffer from insomnia, so I'm always fighting against that. That's just the thing. But like, I basically is get up, go film something, edit it. You know, that's because kind of like how I am. Most of the time I'm editing. So yes, I don't have time to watch other people. But yeah, there's people that talk about all types of things. You can, like, I get criticized by Russians. The criticism that hurts me is by Russians. If someone outside of Russia says something about Russian propaganda, I don't care. Just naive. You watch the news and you're going to go and write stupid things. It's just stupid. Like, they've created a monster out of you, and you spend your free time watching stuff you don't hate and complaining. But what annoys me and hurts me is when Russians complain about me, because I'm trying to show the country well, but people make up their mind about you from one video, from whatever it is they're watching. So if on that video, I'm out with my friends and we're all at a birthday party and I'm filming it and some people are drinking, or you just want to show Russians as drunk. No, I'm at a bloody birthday party. You know what you want? Do what you want. Don't
people
pretend
tend to get drunk.
You want to see real life. You know this happens. Pardon me. You know this happens. So why pretend that you don't want to see this? It's part of life. It's like the same as like I know you're showing New Year and people are drunk. Well, sorry, it's New Year. People drink, or maybe you went round to your friend's house and you had a barbecue. And I'm sorry, he lives in a Panelka. I can't do anything about that. You know, I went to his house as a guest. We cooked on the street. We went on the side. We showed the thing. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to fake it and hire a massive house and have the barbecue there so we can pretend that everyone in Russia lives in mansions? I can't do that. I'm just showing reality. And
and I think that's the difference with probably our channels as to some others. I'm not saying, you know, we're something special or anything, but you know, we do just show warts and all kind of stuff, whereas a lot of YouTube content is very contrived and it's very manufactured. You know, and you know, we certainly have seen some of these YouTubers and the manufacturing that goes on and behind the scenes stuff. I know I have, and that's something that I absolutely want to avoid. And that's, I think, why I like doing live streams, because there is no manufacturing. It's turn the camera on and it's live right there, right then, and there's no breaks. So, you know, nobody can say, oh, it's this, it's that. Oh, you made this up and you made that. Well, I haven't. I've just driven down the road. You can see what's
fake stuff.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, I think I understand what some people say. Look, if you want to see negative stuff about Russia, go and watch the news. So we should only show the positive stuff. But we also have a moral obligation to show things as they are. Like, people are going to move to Russia. If people watch YouTube channels, and on those YouTube channels, everything is always amazing and nothing bad ever happens, then they're going to think, this is amazing. I'm coming to Russia because that is going to be like this. And they get here and nowhere in the world is like that. I'm sorry. Even if you're living in a mansion on a beach, one day you're going to have diarrhea. I am sorry.
I'm possibly I'm possibly a bit more ruthless, because, to be honest, I think that if anybody watches a YouTube channel and makes life-changing decisions based on what they see on YouTube, they really need to go and get their head looked at.
I don't know.
Because you should be doing your own research, not turning on YouTube, watching a YouTuber and going, that's real, that's reality. Unless you're watching something like a live stream or a very, very straightforward video, you can't look at somebody's life on YouTube and believe that to be real. So me personally, I don't feel an obligation to people. I feel an obligation to show the truth and show what I actually see. But beyond that, if people want to make a decision about that, fill your boots, guys.
You see, I don't think people don't show the truth. I think they only show the good side of the truth. And the truth is everything, right? But I don't think the YouTubers are lying about anything at all. I think that they're just showing the positive sides of their life, which people can say, well, that's good to show the positive stuff. But
there's a thing about it, you know, there's what was I gonna say? First of all, if you live somewhere, you don't shit where you live, right?
Yeah.
So majority, and I think that's about 90% of YouTubers, they're not going to show the bad part of the place where they live. Same thing with, I watch quite a few Russian YouTubers that moved to the States. In the first year of them living in the States, all they do is show how great America is. It's bullshit. I grew up there. I lived there. America is not great. America is dying slowly, and it's been dying for the past 15 or 20 years, you know. And they're showing all this because they're not going to show on the channel, hey, I moved to America, I left Russia, I sold my apartment, I sold my car, I quit my job, I quit Russian citizenship, and I moved to America without knowing the language, and now I work as a fucking janitor, cleaning toilets in high school. I'm not going to show that. I'm going to say that, hey, I moved to America and I am a plumber in a commercial building making money. Like, you know, they're making big money. But to be honest, to America, that's not big money. The same thing with a lot of YouTube in Russia. You know, you got people that live here, and majority of people don't want to talk shit, because they don't. They're already here. They got their family watching them. They got their friends watching them. They got their neighbors that call them crazy for moving to Russia. And they're not going to go on YouTube and say, well, shit, I made a mistake moving to Russia because this place ain't what I thought it was.
Yeah, I get that. But I still think some people should be able to criticize some things. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm coming to.
So I'm a Russian citizen, and I want to criticize some things. If I see something that isn't good, I'm going to say, look, I want this to be better, right? I would like this to be better. I would like this to be improved. It's not like I hate Russia, because when you say that, Russians are like, well, go home then. Don't like it in our country, leave. You're like, oh, no, why? Just like, if there's a massive hole in the road and everyone falls into it, everyone after one after another, no one complains, and I say, hang on a second, that's wrong.
You should get on my BK. I criticize Russia on BK in Russia. I really do. I criticize all the shit that pisses me off in Russia, but in Russian on BK. That way it's fair, because I don't want to criticize in English, since I am half Russian. But there is a lot of things in Russia that could be better. Like with any country out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Country. You don't have a perfect country. And
do you guys notice that? I mean, I certainly do, very much so. Do you notice that Russians have a completely different opinion of our countries? Like England, for example, is held in high esteem out here.
Yeah,
I speak to if I interact with Russians, say, "Oh, England! Oh my God! Oh, it's so wonderful!" And it's like, no, it ain't. It is if you're a tourist, like most countries. If you're a tourist and you go there for 2 weeks and have a tourist experience, yeah, you're going to love it. But that's not reality. That's just a tourist side of the country. That's not the real thing. And I think that's what we're trying to say. Rather than giving you the tourist view, look at this wonderful thing and look at this wonderful thing. It's like, look at this wonderful thing next to this crappy thing. And that's what we're doing. And I think that's the difference.
I think a lot of the time as well, if you've got to look, and if everything is always perfect, then ask yourself why, you know? Typically,
nothing is ever perfect in the real world. So if everything looks perfect all the time, then it's clearly contrived, isn't it?
Because typically, Russian people, your friends, right? It's difficult for me to get my friends on camera. After they've had a couple of beers, they're kind of okay to it. But to start with, like a sound,
to be on camera. No, they don't.
So if you're watching a channel and suddenly everyone is always happy to always be on camera, then why? You know, there's something not right there, because I know how difficult it is to get your friends on camera, right?
Yeah,
it's very difficult, right?
Yeah, very difficult.
They're
very private.
Yeah.
Russians are very private.
With my American friends, if I'm shooting a video going hiking and I'm like, hey Tracy, you want to be on the video? He's like, okay, I don't care. But with my Russian friends, I'm like, hey, I'm shooting a YouTube video. Do you mind? He's like, no, don't show me.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're very private people. They are.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to move on to another topic we talked about already, which was about you create your content. And for me, I hope it gets views, right? As I said, there are about 10 topics that you can always get views with. But if you do those 10 topics every day, you'd go insane, right? Yeah. And you could. And there's some people, I've got to really respect them, right? Because it doesn't bother them that they will go out and they'll make the same videos slightly different, but on the same pretty much topics every day. And they'll get crazy views. And it's because they're willing to do that. For me, it's almost like working in a conveyor belt and just doing the same thing every time, whatever that is. It would, yeah. So it's difficult because then what you do is you want to be creative and you want to think outside the box and create other content. But then it's kind of upload and hope. In marketing, you'd call it hope marketing. There's types of marketing where you can control the process. You know the exact keywords, know exactly how many people are searching. If you upload it, how many people will click and how many views you can get. When you just put it up there and hope, that's what you're doing. You're uploading and hoping. And it can be frustrating because we live and die by our views. Even if you don't care about your channel getting views, it's still frustrating if you upload a video and it does really badly and you think
70 views.
Yeah. It can be because at the same time, what happens is obviously your videos gain you subscribers, and your subscribers in the YouTube world, amongst all the other people in the YouTube community, your subscriber number is almost like your bank balance or your car that you have, right? You have a Ferrari. You have a Ferrari, right? 1 million subscribers. You've got a Ferrari. Someone else will have 20,000 subscribers. They've got a Honda Civic, right? Or whatever.
Geo Metro now.
It buys you cred, apparently, doesn't it, in the YouTube community?
But the thing is, you can be a YouTuber that gets loads of views by rinsing and repeating the same content that is popular. It doesn't necessarily make you a good YouTuber, but in the world of YouTubers amongst each other, if you've got 500,000, right, subscribers, then obviously you're the better YouTuber. And it's weird how it works, because you'll see a YouTuber who rinses and repeats those 10 popular topics, and they'll be on a roll, right? And they'll be getting like loads of views, and then one day they'll make a video about something different. They won't get any views. And it's not because, well, hang a second, they're a really popular YouTuber. No, it's because they went off topic and didn't film those 10 top popular YouTube topics, right? And so it's frustrating, but it's kind of like, well, what do? You can keep making the same content, which would be boring to make, but seems to be interesting for viewers and make money, or make content that is interesting to you, but not necessarily make any money, right? So it's every now and again, you'll make a video that isn't really on those hot topics, and you'll get loads of views and think, wow, this is really good. But then, yeah, it can be very difficult. And that's one of the hard things for me to be fair, it will happen with every YouTuber. You'll spend loads of time making a video, apart from Chris, who doesn't care. You spend loads of time making a video, you'll upload it, and someone else has done a really video that's pretty pathetic, and they'll know that. They'll get loads of views.
What are you talking about? There's like teenage girls shaking ass with millions of views.
Even with that, though, even with girls shaking ass, right? Girls obviously is a way to get views, right? Everyone knows that. That's how it is. But a lot of the people won't. The girl's got to be on the thumbnail, and she's also got to be bending over in order for you to click on it, because and otherwise they're not going to know there's going to be a girl in your video. It's like, oh, Sam again, right? Oh, it's just another one of Sam's videos. Probably not going to watch it. If it's a girl's channel, then it's different usually. But obviously, I'm not going to complain about not being a girl. But it's interesting. I'm not saying this to complain. This is the life that I live. But I'm saying this so that other people, if you want to start a YouTube channel, creativity,
work out what you want to do it for. Yeah,
there's another thing that I've noticed, and I've talked to some YouTubers, not in Russia. I got a few YouTuber friends in the States, and we talked about YouTube and stuff. And YouTube, a lot of people like to watch a channel because of the topic. So let's say if you're a welder, and I have a welding YouTube channel, and all my stuff is about welding, I'm gonna watch that channel.
Yeah.
Same with if 100%. I'm an automotive, I like to do cars, and I'm doing cars, or if I'm doing plants, or I like to talk about stars and the sky and stuff, But let's say my 100 videos are about stars, but my 101st video is gonna be about like water. A lot of people are not gonna watch it.
Yeah, definitely. Going outside the niche.
The stars or the talk, so watch me talk about stars. So the topic, and with us, our topics they do change actually. It's not just all about Russia, because a lot of our YouTube's videos are about our lives in a way. And it does change because we don't do just the vlogs. I woke up, I ate, I went to the gym, I went to bed. Our blogs are different, and at the same time, we do not just blogging, but we do, hey, check out this stuff in Russia and that stuff in Russia. But then at the same time, hey, check out like fixing an alternator or something like that. Like that's one of my videos. Like that has nothing to do with Russia or a blog. It has a car video. So a lot of people are not like entertained by it because they want to be in a special bracket. They want to be bracket this or that.
I get that.
Yeah.
Though a lot of people now, it's very. And if you're coming to Russia, this is a bit of advice for you, right? A lot of people are following the journey. You'll see that probably the most popular channel in Russia for foreigner. People are following the journey. So it's like you make a video, you're going to Russia, you're packing your bag, you're starting to arrive, and you're planning the process.
Yeah, they buy into the story.
First day, second day, and they're going to follow along in your process, in your journey. And I think that's one of the really popular ones. I think one of the hard things as well is a lot of people compare. I get a lot of comments where people are comparing me to other channels, and it's very difficult because
you've got to compare apples with apples, haven't you?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, and they'll say, well, this YouTuber is able to do that. Why aren't you able to do it? And I'm like, well, it's like a lot of people will say to me about my house, right? I've been building my house for 4 years. People say, why is it taking you 4 years to build your house? Other YouTubers built a house in 6 months, or someone else built a house in a year in Russia, and it took you. I'm like, well, if you're going to
try building a house, that's what.
And also, like, if you send me $1 million rubles a month, and I'll build my house in half a year as well, guys. Like I can't do anything about that. Like, these other people would be in the same boat as us. So we all start the project with a little bit of money and think, we'll make it along the way, right? And some channels get lucky where they start the process, and everyone floods them with donations, and they are able to do something amazing. And other channels don't, right? But there's nothing I can do about that. It's not that I'm really bad at doing what I'm doing. That's just the way
not
it
got
goes,
the same
right?
opportunities.
Yeah, that's just not the way it goes, right? So, you know, and
we can start a fake channel. I mean, there's plenty of people doing fake channels about like.
A, I couldn't be asked, and B, I don't have the time. I've got a life.
yeah, I think there's a line now between what's fake and what's not. I think some channels always show the most amazing stuff, and I think that, you know, that also seems to go well, right? So I don't know. I think
there's nothing in it.
Yeah, I think everyone's different, and I think it's very difficult for me because a lot of people always say to me, Sam, why do you show this when they show that? Everything's great for them, everything's good for them, everything works out for them, everything's brilliant for them, they get loads of money, they're able to do this. I'm like, well, sorry, you know, I feel like, yeah, there are other YouTubers, other ones that do, you know, that do well, like a lot better, right? And you know, I just put my life into it.
A lot of YouTubers that are doing well, they're not doing as well as we think they are. And
I think
they might just to have this, you know, this poker face. You know what I mean? Saying that I do well, but I ain't doing that well, and it don't matter. They might have hundreds, 500,000 subs, but they're not making any money off of it. But they're making it seem like they're having money off of it.
I think a lot of people do really well in donations world. I think a lot of people want to. There's a Borden Banquet banned from Russia. Yeah, Borden Banquet was banned from Russia for having a campaign to raise money for the Ukrainian embassy on his channel while here. I actually made a video about him doing it, but I think he only got a 3-year ban, guys. So he's going to be back.
Not enough.
So I'm sure he's going to be back. I mean, he's got a kid living here. It's for his ex-wife, I think, or his ex-girlfriend, living in Moscow, I think. So, okay, cool.
I'll be right back.
So Robert says avoid clickbait. So it's interesting. What is clickbait? If it's a complete lie, then yeah. But you know, a lot of people don't seem to mind clickbait when it's other people. So I don't know. Clickbait seems to work well. Ask Irish Partisan about him or Tall Travels. So I know who Tall Travels is, but we don't really get on very well. Yeah. So yeah, we're not really good mates, but me and Partisan, yeah, Partisan's a good guy, and we chat quite a lot. You know, we get on really well. I am actually supposed to be making a video about something that happened to him, which I still haven't.
Sam, remind me, because you know what I'm like, I'll forget. Remind me tomorrow about it's Irish Partisan, isn't it? Remind me about his channel so I can have a look.
Okay.
Because I'll forget. You know I will.
Okay, I will do.
Have you been to Cornwall? Yes, many times. Skinwalker Farm. Many times. I was born in Devon. Should we do some questions? Because there's lots of people asking questions.
I was going to say that. So Artyom's written, started from September. People that support the Russian traditional spiritual values, moral values can attain.
Doing a series of videos about that at the moment.
Yeah. So Chris is making a video about how to do that because he's actually doing it all himself without a lawyer, and he's going to show you the process that he went through. Obviously, I'm kind of like I did that a long time ago, so Chris is going to show you how it's all done. So yeah, so definitely go and check out Chris's video. I think you've already done like 3 parts, right?
No, it's a 3-part series, and I've done the first 2 parts.
Okay.
So the 3rd part is the actual submission, the application. You know what I went through, and there was a bit of a sketchy moment. It was a very sketchy moment. So I'll reveal that in the video. Yeah, so it's just the final part to film, which I'm going to do any day now.
What else have we got here in the questions? Many of your shows will be walking outside. So talking war and politics. So the top problem, guys, of talking war and politics is that YouTube has its own ideas about what it allows and what it doesn't allow. Now you're going to see quite a few YouTube channels by Americans, Canadians, some British guys, right? And they will talk about the different parts, the different sides to like Ukrainian conflict, different things that are going on in the world, geopolitics. But if you're a Russian citizen and you do the same thing, then your channel gets banned. So you can't. So I can't make videos about politics unless I was going to politics and war, unless I was going to talk about everything from the viewpoint of how the kind of US sees it or the Western media sees it. Otherwise, it will be the end of my channel. So I can't make that content. Unfortunately, there's different rules depending on what citizenship you have. Last man standing, I prefer 1080p. So okay, I was filming in 1080p. Everyone complained. I'm now making 4K. So I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Like, it's frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna say thanks to Everything Is Fine for the $5 donation, and I also got another donation that I didn't shout out. Going back up the list from Otto, €2.50. Thank you very much, Otto.
Awesome.
So yeah, so I'm quids in today.
Yep.
I'm probably a millionaire in maybe in Thailand or somewhere, or
Hey, sorry, mates.
Well,
right.
technically, we probably are millionaires, aren't we?
Yeah, I made a video about how to become
On
a
paper.
Russian millionaire.
Russian millionaire, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did. Yeah. How to become a millionaire. Really easy steps. Move to Russia.
Real Reporter. Someone's mentioned Real Reporter. Love Real Reporter. Constantine, brilliant channel.
Good content.
Yeah. He's risky lately, and I tell you what. I mean, he's not risky. He just does investigative journalism. He's great with statistics and stuff, but he's risking it. I reckon he's risking it because YouTube is very temperamental, right? It's like glass. So yeah. But his content's amazing. Obviously, he's a brilliant filmmaker, right? He's like on a different level to us completely. We're people that walk around with cameras and edit and upload. He's like professional. I actually made a video with him. He came to Vladimir and made a video together. He was really cool. Really liked him. We got on really well. Yeah, we got on really well. He made quite a few videos with Dan while Siberia as well. I remember. He went to visit him. He actually went there for Dan's wedding when Dan got married.
Oh,
went there as well, filmed it. So yeah, he's a really good YouTuber.
Good editing skills. I mean, gosh.
Yeah.
Really
yeah.
Top notch.
Level.
But I mean, he said he works for RT, so he was a professional reporter back in the day, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he works for them anymore.
No, he does.
Although, yeah. But I think he did used to.
He did work for them. He worked for them a while back.
He's Diego is asking if I'm gonna drink vodka. I can't, mate. I can't. I have bad reactions. I'm on the Dobry colas without sugar.
Diet Dobry cola.
Do you not like it?
No, I like.
You like it, yeah? You like it, okay.
I like the diet ones. I like Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi, and Diet Dobry cola is fine. I get at McDonald's. But the вкусная точка.
So someone's written, lots of luck finding a cheap house to buy, Sam. Oh yeah, those ones are already run down. So what I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to give you a bit of information. I don't know if you know or not already, but my plans, I really wanted to get a house that I could renovate and then you guys could come out and live in, right? And we could do things to help the community. What I've realized is all of the channel is great. Other channels, I think, have more opportunity to do that, where they're going to get donated crazy money and they can, in 2 months, build that house and everyone could come out, right? But realistically, I know that I don't attract that kind of audience. And I think also there's a saying, right? And this is a good saying. It's good for you to remember if you're doing YouTube. Poor gets more, right? So if you look poor, you get more, right? So if you don't show that I've got a Porsche, right? But my Porsche is like 15 years old, guys, right? It's not like really cool. But people are like, oh, a Porsche must be loaded, right? But so if I were to drive a Lada around that's 15 years old, people are like, oh, it's really poor. Sam? Yeah, it's a Porsche. It's Cayenne Turbo. It's mental in summer. Mental.
Oh,
so basically,
that's the one with the 500 or the 400.
Yeah, 500. Yeah, 500. Yeah.
Oh, that's a sick one. It's got the aluminum block and all that.
Yeah, it's mental. It really is in summer. It's crazy. But basically, So yeah, people see that and they think, oh, he's rich, yeah, he's loaded, right? No, that's just my kind of little thing that I have for myself, my single guy. I don't have a family, so I can, so I pump the money into repairs. If you look like you're having a lot of people give you more, they're like, oh, he's poor, I'll give him more, right? So that's another thing for you guys to remember if you're doing YouTube and you want to get loads of donations. However, what I've decided to do is I'm going to create a charity. Well, I'm in the process of setting up a charity right now because I often come across people that I want to help more than I'm able to at the moment with not having a charity and just making a few $100 from YouTube and giving it away. All I'm doing is kind of putting a band-aid on people, you know, and saying, here's a month's worth of help, right? Yeah, Russian people, yeah, for Russian. So whenever I see someone that's a pensioner in and they're living
Sam's
in
frozen.
Have I?
I can get a word in while he's frozen. Tone skill quickly. He's donated £2, so well done, Tone skill.
Oh, thank you.
Thought I'd get that in quick while you slipped away.
So yeah, so I'm creating a charity that will allow me to help people because I see these people and I see my mum when I see these people and I imagine it was my mum, and I want to help more than just help with a month's worth of month worth of food or something, because there's people that have been left behind. And there's people that are left behind in the UK. I'm not saying that it's in Russia. I'm in Russia. And so I want to help because I'm in Russia. It's not because Russia's bad and I need to help Russian
because
people.
Because we live here. Poor. That's why. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, and a lot of people will see it differently. Like, oh, you're trying to show that Russia's bad. No.
Ben, you got to take a shot, mate. You've got donations. You've got to be drinking.
You need one of those hats that has a straw. You can pour it into the can at the top and just
guys, don't make me look like I'm alcoholic. All right,
just straw in it.
I ain't no alcohol, damn it.
Look, I might have had a vodka and coke in this. You never know.
We'll never find out either.
Honestly,
you used to go to the bus stop, get a cheapest vodka you can get, fill it up in half a bottle of coke, and sit on the bus and drink on the way to town. So
he's drinking moonshine, Mister. I'm drinking water. That's moonshine.
Yeah, that could be moonshine. I think it could be. He might have his own
Samagon. Yeah, he's got some Samagon in his cup.
It's machine.
He's probably got a grow going on in the loft as well.
No, it's Pachin. Irish moonshine.
Irish moonshine. You see, so I was going to say, so the reason I'm doing the charity is to help pensioners because I see them in a situation that I want to be able to help more than just give them a band-aid. And I think people in the future, when my house is done, I'll allow people, if people want to come out and help us do things, do more things. Maybe someone's house needs repairing, right? I'm not qualified to do that. Maybe there's someone that's in need. Their house is a disaster. There's a Russian channel that someone put me onto where they go and they refurbish people's houses when they're living in really bad situations. And I thought that was really good. If it comes to that, people can come out, they can stay in my house. We're going to do it in the Vladimir region because, I live in Vladimir region, so obviously want to help support the people here. But there are people that have slipped through the cracks, and those people are people who lived in a village where they worked at a state farm. State farm closed at the end of the Soviet Union, but they stayed on hoping that it will reopen. 33 years later, it's not reopening, right? Their house is now worthless to sell, and so they're kind of stuck, And a lot, obviously, in Russia, kids will help, but there's situations where the kids have passed away or things like that, and these people are on their own, living in difficult circumstances, and they're the people that I want to be able to help. So that's going to be the main thing that I'm going to be. That's going to be my life's work, basically, in Russia. That's what I'm going to do.
Have you started a Telegram channel for that yet, Sam?
Not yet. So I'm going to do a separate channel for it as well on YouTube, because I don't want my subscribers to think that they should. Get involved.
Tone skills making it rain, boys.
Well, start a Telegram channel also and run it in Russian, because there's going to be a lot of Russian people trying to help these people. Trust me.
Definitely, I think
Russians love to do silent donations. They really do.
That's good. I think I'm not going to take anything from it at all. Right? It's all the money is going to go All the money is going to go to the charity. And hopefully we can do more. And yeah, that's the reason as well. It's going to be in Russia. It's going to be official. So I'm not just turning up as one of the things, guys, that'll happen to you is it doesn't matter how long you've been in Russia. You're a foreigner, and to new people that you meet, you'll always be a foreigner. And so when I go, and I've been here 21 years now, I go to a village, and people are like, "Why are you here, foreigner? What have you actually come here for? What this is something." And some people will be suspicious of you. Some people will be interested to meet you and tell you the whole life story. Other people will be like, "Well, why are you here? What have you come here for?"
And I speak perfect Russian.
Yeah. So
still asking, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a slight accent in Russian, but my Russian's really, really good. But still, always the one question: what are you doing here? Why are you here?
Yeah.
Always.
I get that. It's usually the first. Usually, the first question I get is
the first. No, the first is where are you from? The second one is like, what are you doing here?
No, I usually get, what do you think of Russia? And then the second one is, why are you, why did you come to Russia? And I've got so used to it now that I just say, I get it in my live stream. Why did you go to Russia? Why have you moved to Russia? Why are you there? And my first reaction now, rather than explaining, I'll just say, well, why not?
I usually say that the chicken hatching is a lot better in Russia than in the States.
So it's interesting because
tone skill set. Then you got shot. Tone skill. He's on it.
I'm on it.
Okay, so I'm going to say something as well. So there's two things I'm going to say. First thing is, when you go and you speak to someone. So I went to a village the other day, and some people, speaking kind of like negatively towards me. So the thing is, those people have never ever been able to voice their opinions to Joe Biden or to whoever in the world. And so they finally meet a foreigner. So in their eyes, you're always going to be American. I'm from England. You're American. So it's generally, you're American until you tell them otherwise. You're an American.
Yeah.
And so finally, they get to voice their opinions to you because they haven't been able to voice their opinions to whoever it is they want to voice it about. The second thing is, now this is something that a couple of people have picked up on about a couple of words. A word that Ven said when he was talking. And I'll tell you a reason for this. And I'm going to explain this because I actually made a video about this, and I've been thinking whether I should upload it or not for a while. Okay, and I didn't know whether I should upload it or not. Chris has said maybe you shouldn't. I think I should, and it's about this topic. So the word in Russian for black person is negro. That is the word, right? And so that is the word. Ven's Russian, so when he thinks, he's thinking and he's saying the word. So that is how it goes. Now,
no, I'm just racist. Honestly, I'm just
racist
redneck.
I
don't lie, and I don't hide it. I'm a racist fucking redneck, and I hate fucking niggers. But I love Africans. I love Africans.
So there you go. There's my whole thing gone out the window, man. So basically, I don't think like that. So basically, my best.
No.
Yeah. So my
I'm honest to myself.
So my best friends in the UK are black and Indian and Pakistani.
No, that's different. That's different. Look, there's a big difference between American niggers and Africans.
I need a drink.
Huge difference, mate. Huge.
Be right back.
When I talk about Africans, nothing but respect to those people because they move to America. They want to earn money. They speak a couple languages. They work hard. American niggers, that's the ones that are making America bad. They fucked up the whole country. Half of the laws are passed because of them. And it's the government's fault because they give them everything. Child support. I was a taxpayer in America, and my taxes went to them because they don't want to work. They make a bunch of kids, and they don't do anything. Food stamps, child support, government programs, government aid, all of that coming from taxpayers' money. And that's why I hate them. Plus, I've been shot twice by them. And I've been in trouble because of them multiple times. But it's not Africans. I love Africans.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because obviously, they haven't had the same things available to them as, I don't know. So I'm not American,
man.
So
man, they have so much given to them, and what they did, they learned how to scheme off the government and use the government and use the taxpayers' dollars to live a rent-free life. And that's the goddamn truth. Any white American is going to agree with me. I guarantee you that. Now, when we talk about Africans, they're African. They're Nigerians. They're from URE, the South Africans. You know, they have different countries. They're from those places. They're not the N-word. I don't even want to call them the N-word. But the American niggers, I hate them. That's what they call themselves.
Let's go back to talking about Russia, because we obviously all share different opinions, and I guess the viewers as well share different opinions about it. One of the things that I find
Chris,
is,
where you at?
I don't know what's happened to him. He's
he got embarrassed.
No, I think he's gone to have a drink. Yeah, he's gone to get a drink. I knew it. What is that?
That is a White Russian.
That looks like a girl's drink. Definitely.
It's a White Russian.
It definitely looks like a girl's drink.
Mate, I love you. Cheers.
Hang on. Cheers, my brother.
Cheers.
So one of the things that I think is important to do in Russia, like, it's really difficult to.
Ben, you notice the significance, I'm sure.
I love White Russians, dude.
Blimey, guys, what's going on?
Damn.
So,
I'm sorry.
Oh well, yeah. I fell off the wagon.
So
I speak my mind. I can't help it. I've done it my whole damn life, and you know, there's nothing wrong with not liking a certain.
Do you know what?
Or somebody,
never
never
be afraid to say something. If that's who you are and that's how you feel, you should be able to say who you are and how you feel.
Don't be fake.
And it's okay for people to be offended. You know, there's no law against that. Fine, be offended if people don't like it. You know, they tune out.
Don't have to watch me. Don't have to listen to me if you're offended. I mean, that's simple. You know, and a little bit of controversy in life ain't that bad.
Hey, you know, there's too much woke in this world. We should go back to being honest and open.
Look,
I think.
I grew up in times when the lights went on the street. That's when I went home on my bike.
We all did.
Grew up in times
I'd like to go back to that. I think what Trump's doing, slightly off topic, I think what Trump's doing is a step in the right direction. You know, signing two genders only in the US now. He's done away with all of this trans athletes. You know, I mean, that is, that's very.
I think Putin's got a good impact on him.
Yes. Yeah. I think he's sort of seen what's happening, seen the outcry, and realised, we're going the wrong direction here, and Russia.
I think they'll probably end up having their own games. I reckon.
Absolutely.
You can see because you can see that listen, everything's all happened because of money, right? And there's going to be loads of companies that are going to be interested in marketing that, right? So I think they'll end up with their own kind of, you know, Olympics where they can take part, and it doesn't, you know, and it doesn't matter. I think,
Linda, White Russian has Kahlua. Just so you know, Kahlua and vodka and cream.
Kahlua, vodka, and cream. That sounds good. You know, there's actually a different drink called Black Russian too.
Yeah,
and it's pretty good. It's a good drink.
Yeah, do you not know Black Russian? Yeah,
this is more sophisticated.
I know some. Yeah.
Okay, so Michael is asking, how many black people did I see in Vladimir? So most of the black people guys I know are Africans that came to study. And so,
there's quite a few.
So actually, I shared a house even where I'm living now. So a lot of my close friends have been foreigners here as well. And so a guy lived from Sudan. I had a really good mate from Cameroon. He's gone back home now as well. So this guy from Sudan's left. The guy from Cameroon's gone. I had a friend from Nigeria. He's gone. I know a couple of other guys that are still here from Cameroon. It's weird because what happens is when you make friends with foreigners, generally people come to Vladimir and then they either move to Moscow for work, or once they get their diploma, they go back home again, right? Or move to somewhere else. Vladimir is not really the kind of cutting edge city that everyone wants. You know, when you're young and you've just got your degree, kind of want to go where you've got probably a better future. So you go to the big city, or you go overseas, right? And so, so I've known quite a few black guys. One of my friends that I go to Banya with, his his sister's married to a guy from Sudan. So yeah, so I know quite a few people, but mainly I've been friends with Arab guys from Oman, from Yemen. One of my best friends is from Yemen, and then from where else?
Turkey,
From
probably Turkish guys too.
so it's weird because a lot of Europeans now. I was friends with some Italian guys. They all left. Everyone left. Sanctions gone. Everyone's gone. All their companies. They were all working for international companies that had a branch in Russia. That company closed when sanctions happened, and they all left. So Europeans. I know a guy from Switzerland. I know a couple of Australians. But generally, yeah, there's quite a few from countries that are friends with Russia. So there's loads of Chinese people here in Russia now. Chinese, probably a few North Koreans. Trying to think what other nationalities. So I've got a friend from Lebanon. Yeah, there's so in my town there's a family that came. There's a family moving from Canada coming here from Canada soon. There's an American family that came here that I met and actually helped find the daughter able to teach at an American school here. Other foreigners, there's a couple of foreigners living here that came initially when I opened my English language school, and they came here to teach, and they ended up staying here. They got married. Yeah, but most of my friends generally now are Russian. So, because, you know.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah.
What are you typing, mate? What's going on?
I'm just typing in the chat, you know, because lots of
people.
people.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you were just like writing a letter to someone, or you know, it sounds like you got like on this old school typewriters going on. It's like so loud.
I want to go back to the YouTube thing that we talked about.
Okay.
Sam, just so you know, it's called a laptop, my friend.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
I'm on my cell phone. Next time I'll be on my laptop. A lot easier, yo.
Yes, Sam can't be on the laptop because it needs a hamster to power it.
It's just old. Just old.
Yeah, it's not a black hamster. That's fine.
I've got an Apple MacBook, but it's like just like same age as my car. So it, you know, so it just doesn't. Okay. Anyway, let's
God
go.
packaged it for you.
Well, about the YouTube thing, what I was gonna say is like, have you guys thought about starting a YouTube in Russian and actually only speak in Russian? There's a huge community for that.
What should I say? Hello, goodbye. And
doesn't matter. Just try as hard as you can. There is this YouTube channel that I came across a couple of days ago. It's called Brandon in Russia, or Brandon something Brandon. Anyways, the guy posted 3 videos. His videos are in Russian. He speaks Russian. He's in St. Petersburg, and he just got his phone in front of him, and he's speaking Russian with an accent, the best way he can speak. And his Russian is not too bad. It's about the same as yours, Sam. And he got like 20,000 views in one video in 2 days.
That's really good.
He just started YouTube.
That's really good. I think I've got so much. I literally don't have time. I've got my second channel. I've got loads of content for that I haven't uploaded for 1.5 years to it. Then I'm going to do the charity thing. I just don't think that I have a possibility to do it. But it is good. I know there's an English girl called Anglichanka Kate, or something like that. And she does videos in Russian when she comes to Russia. She used to live here.
A lot of people watch in Russia. I mean, you got Kazakhstan, Belarus. You got in America a lot of Russians. You have, parts of the Asian countries that speak Russian. So there's a lot of Russian-speaking people out there. And I think, in a way now, and that's also going for me, I thought about starting a Russian YouTube channel as an American living in Russia, or something.
You're going to have to do the stereotypical videos like American tries Russian borscht, American goes ice skating in Russia for first time. American, you have to do them. Yeah.
But then we would speak Russian, so we'll get more audience because the YouTube monetization thing, since we're in Russia, most of our
VPNs,
content goes out to Russians, and I noticed it does. So I think it's a good idea. Why not?
It's a good idea. I think you'd have to do those things where American tries this, American does that, American does these, because you can't criticize on that channel. You can't say anything you don't like, otherwise you'll get destroyed.
American tries to marry a Russian woman.
Yeah, so it's always got to be those things. American tries X in Russia. or this happens to American in Russia.
We
because
get
otherwise,
stitched up here, guys. Nick's just donated $9.99 US.
Really? Thank you so much. This is incredible.
Yeah. Cheers.
So our chum's return. Sergeyev Posad. I've been there. I've actually been to a town called Sergeyev Posad. What's it called? It's like the army version of Sergeyev Posad. Very interesting town. You might know that town, our chum. Someone asked about the air suspension. Yes, I fixed it. Somebody else asked, if you're a foreigner, can you get conscripted? Only if you apply. Foreigners can apply to join the Russian armed services, but you can't get conscripted if you're foreign unless you're foreign and obviously you have a Russian citizenship. Because then
what's going on here?
Then it doesn't matter what your other citizenship you have. It doesn't matter about that. Only that matters in Russia. You're in Russia. You have Russian citizenship. That's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have 50 other citizenships. They don't count. No, it doesn't matter about them at all.
No, it doesn't matter.
Tone Skills just fitted us up again. So Ven, you need to catch up. And he's also said he's 55 years old and he would find it hard to learn a new language and he doesn't like the UK. Well, I'm actually a bit older than that, Tone Skill, and I'm learning a new language. If you do want to learn Russian, quick plug, have a look at my Telegram group or have a look at my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I've got a lovely lady in my group called Oksana who does Russian lessons for English speakers and English lessons for Russian speakers. She's fluent in both. She's a qualified teacher in both languages and she's a former translator. And she's got a brilliant online platform. So if anybody's looking to learn Russian, quick plug for Oksana, join my Telegram group or have a look at my Facebook page. And she's amazing. So if she can teach me, she can teach anyone. Trust me, she's got the patience of a saint. How she hasn't killed me, I don't know. But
Nick,
never too late, Tone Skill. And thanks for the 10.
Yeah. And Nick as well. So thanks to Nick and to Tone Skill. Thanks so much. That's incredible. That is incredible. Yeah. Maybe I should just live on live stream. Just keep it on always. I'll be like all my life. I'll be a billionaire, wouldn't I?
You'll be fine, but me and Ven will be horizontal.
I will be just fine. I'm always happy when one of my friends or my acquaintances is doing good. So I'm rooting all for you. So
I just mean we'll be drinking all the time, mate. That's all.
Yeah.
So also tone skill. So when I came to Russia, all I knew was like "Privyet, как dela?" And I was too shy to say that. So it's just about
your Russian is really good, Sam. I mean,
I've been here, I've been here 21 years, so really,
yeah,
in theory,
it's really good.
It's crap.
It is
for the amount of time I've been here. But one thing that I find about the language. So I know a couple of people that speak Russian with a Russian accent, and I've got to respect them. It's incredible. They'll prank me on the phone. They'll call me from random numbers and pretend to be a gangster or something like that. But yeah, but I find it weird because if I speak with a Russian accent, I feel like I'm acting and I'm not being myself.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. Like if I was going to go to Newcastle, yeah, it's like so I'm from Nottingham. So I'd actually speak different to this now when I go back home because I'm speaking clearly, kind of get used to speaking clearly. But I'd say Nottingham, right? Nottingham.
Yeah.
But if I was going to Liverpool, if I was from Liverpool, I'd say Liverpool. If I was to walk around all day saying, my name's Sam, I'm from Nottingham, I'd feel like I'm acting. I'm just putting on the Liverpool accent, right? When I'm speaking with a Nottingham accent. And it feels the same when I'm speaking Russian. I'm trying to do with the Russian accent. It just sounds like I'm acting the whole time and not being myself. But the thing is, when you come here, loads of people will be able to help you. If you live in Moscow, speaking English is fine. Now, I spoke English for the first few years of being here. Just couldn't be bothered to learn anything. And you'll be fine. And you can do everything anyway. Everything's with apps. You order a taxi, you press a button. Right? You order food, you press a button. I don't speak to anyone, right? You go to the restaurant, a lot of the places are going to have English menus. You go on a bus, you just give them money, you don't have to say anything, right?
Hell, I was on the train coming from Sochi to St. Petersburg, a train, and it had a menu in English and Russian.
Wow.
On the train.
Wow. that's something that's really interesting, because imagine just for like, so we're from the UK, you're from the US, right? I don't know if we should say you're from the US or you're from Russia, right? But you're American as well, right? We'll say that. So you can tell he's American when he says yes, sir. Only Americans and Indians do that, right? So I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh yeah. So imagine every time you're in the US, you go to a general supermarket, the music on the supermarket is Russian. Half of the products in the store, the chocolate bars, all that kind of stuff, is all written in Russian. Because that's
how
it's like
Mexicans feel, dude. Everything is in damn Spanish in America now.
But I mean, imagine what it's like for Russians, right? Russians live in their own country, and they go to the shop, and half the products are in English, in Latin, in English alphabet, right? And they go there, they're listening to songs. Like, I'm in the gym and listening to a song by Tupac, which could never get played in the gym in the UK.
Never.
The radio version of it could, right? They're playing the most explicit version. One. Yeah. But the thing is, obviously, Russians don't understand that. So the two songs that are played a lot of the time when it's like a children's event in the town center, and they're playing the music in between, like, come on, okay, Oksana, come to the stage and we'll get your award. One of the songs is My Neck, My Back.
I hate that song, right? But it plays so much here.
Yeah, but it's the words or what they're talking about is shocking, right? And then the other one is Don't Want No Short Dick, Man. Don't want the
yeah.
That one's played, right? Now both of them, one's talking about not wanting a man with a small thing. The other one's talking about a woman's genital parts.
Play that with a bunch of kids there, and I'm like,
yeah.
What the hell? But they don't
it's
know
crazy,
what
right? They don't know what it says. Yeah, they just think it's a nice song, right? They're just like dancing along.
You think, wow, it's crazy.
Yeah. But you see, so imagine you're in the UK, it would never happen, right? Yeah, award ceremony and all the songs. You ring award, well done to James for this school award today. And they whack on some Russian rap song. It wouldn't happen, right? So it's interesting. So a lot of the things in Russia are in English.
Look, I was on the train yesterday, and they had I was in like the first class coupe or whatever, and had a TV there, and I turned on the TV just to see what kind of programs they got. They got no programs, but they had 4 movies playing. One of the movies that was playing was a TV show. It's Yellowstone. I don't know if you heard about Yellowstone, the TV show. Have you guys heard?
Yes, I've watched the whole thing.
Is it the cowboy thing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, with Kevin Costner.
Okay. So I am riding in a freaking train in Russia, watching Yellowstone on a TV.
Oh, awesome.
I was like, what the hell is going on here? I was amazed by that. So that's what she talks. That's what she's talking about. That's what it is. Coming here as a foreigner, you will be amazed. But some of the things American or British or French culture that you will see in Russia and endure it upon you while you're visiting or you live here, like the stupid Yellowstone show on a train.
I like that show. It's good. Do either of you guys get confused with something other than you are? For example, I'm more often than not accused, strong word, but Russians will say, "Oh, you're German." So they quite often mistake me for German. Clearly as an English person, I have no idea why, but I guess
usually I'm just American. I'm always American until I say otherwise.
Right.
People call me sometimes a Polak.
Okay.
Well, because I lived in Poland. My father moved around Europe, so we lived in Poland and France when I was little. So I speak fluent Polish and French. And my Russian sounds more closer to like a Polak Russian. And I speak fluently Polish because I used to get the shit beat out of me in Polish school for having Russian roots. So I learned Polish flawlessly. And so I do get, when I speak Russian, I do get a question, hey, are you from Poland? But no German.
Interesting. So yeah, it doesn't, sometimes every now and again they think maybe I'm from some of the Baltics or something like that. If I'm speaking Russian for a long time with somebody, they'll before they find out who I am, they'll think maybe I'm from the Baltics. But
well, you do talk a lot of Baltics.
Yeah, I do talk about. Yeah, it's well done. That was good. That was very sharp of you.
Like that.
So Artyom, if I mix white Russian and black Russian, what do I get? I think
Drunk.
Panos or drunk. Yeah, one of the two.
Drunk.
I'm thinking.
Diarrhea.
Yeah, I'm thinking one of the two, basically. So yeah. Also, when people confusing conscription and mobilization, yeah. So if you're a Russian citizen, then you sign up for the Russian armed forces. That is it. You're as a male, right? You sign up for the Russian armed forces. If you're until the age of 30, well, if you're Russian, right, you're born here, you're supposed to do a year's service, right, where you train, you learn things. Yeah, some people get out of it, different things. Other people are always looking for ways to get out of it, right? And then every Russian citizen has to sign up for the armed forces. Now, you can sign up and give a reason why you can't be a part of the armed forces. Like, if there's a reason generally why you can't serve, you'll say, yeah, this is the reason. That's my medical reason, right? So I'm signed up. I don't know, I'm not going to ask Ben. It's up to him to decide if you sign up or not. But yeah, sign up. So they might ask you to sign up one day. Yeah.
I didn't grow up here. I didn't get my citizenship till 2012, so I really don't care. And
so the thing is now, it's interesting because I know it's interesting because a lot of Russians that also got this citizenships a long time ago, they also didn't sign up. They're okay. Right? I know quite a few foreigners that stayed and have citizenship. They didn't sign up, or they went to sign up and the army just said to them, "Do you need it?" They're like, "Well, not really." Like, okay, just leave. Like, what are you here for? Yeah. But obviously now, because of that situation that we're in now, you might end up with a letter at your house, right? So yeah, I'm signed up. Yeah.
I got a friend in St. Petersburg, and he's from Czech Republic. He's got his Russian citizenship about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's 31 or 32, if I'm not mistaken. And he got a letter in the mail that he needs to sign up for the military because it's up to 35, I think, right? Or 36, something like that.
So now I'm signed up, right? I'm 46.
But he went. Look, he went to the office. Okay. He filled out the paperwork. He did the
medical
report,
things.
Yeah, They never called him back. It's been 6 months now. Never called him back. Never asked him to come back again. They just
there might be a waiting list because with mine as well, it took absolutely ages to come through, and then they call you. So it might just be that there's a huge waiting list. But generally, I mean, if I had to go, that would be blimey, I couldn't help in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. So
that's
I mean,
World War III. If we got to go fighting, that's
but if there is, I prefer to do a desk job or something. I'm not against helping, but I'm not against doing my part, right? But hopefully it doesn't come to that. No one really, and obviously we have professional soldiers, right? Professional soldiers want to do that stuff, right? It's like anywhere in the world, you have professional soldiers. They sign up. They want to. That's their goal in life. They enjoy that, right? That's the thing they do want to do, right? So
let's hope that shit's gonna end soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's hope that Trump and Putin's gonna come to some kind of conclusion and fuck Zelensky, get him the fuck out of the office. And
just realized I'm not gonna be able to keep this video up on my afterwards. next time you guys can't drink. You guys cannot drink on the live stream. Otherwise, we're gonna have to delete them every time, aren't we?
Hey, we are pro Russia, baby. We're pro Russia.
Yeah, I'm pro Russia as well. So people might think that I'm not, right? Obviously, I am. I'm just very careful on YouTube because I know it's an American platform. Right?
I think
been demonetized twice, right? So
I think if you come to Russia from the West and come with an open mind, it's very difficult not to be pro-Russia because you come here and realise that everything that you think you know about Russia is a big pack of lies, and you come here and find that the absolute opposite is true. So it's very difficult to not come here and be pro-Russian.
Yeah.
I
mean, we've been taught from Hollywood since the 1980s. Russia's the big bad bear. I mean, any movies, 80s, 90s, 2000s, who's the number one enemy in the movies, in the Hollywood movies? It's always Russia. And that is not fair.
I like it when they get an American. Why do they get an American speak Russian? Why do they get an American speak Russian every time? Why do they get a Russian person speak Russian?
They never have a Russian person speak Russian.
They pretend they're in Russia and he's got a crazy American accent. You think, well, why do that? Just get at least dub it. I don't get that. Yeah, it's like, hang a second. Supposed to be in Russia, and the guy's blatantly not Russian in any way.
Then here's the funny thing: So you got America that does all these movies, portraying Russia as the bad one always in the movie. But then you got
Sam, you
Russia
better
in
pick
the
that one up.
80s and 90s and 2000s. How many movies do you think Russia made bad about America?
Yeah, no,
One.
not
Yeah, you know.
One. That's
Yeah,
brother
crazy,
two.
right?
That's the only
Sam,
one.
check that donation. Sorry, guys. Check
Yeah,
that
sorry.
donation.
So thank you very much to Javier. Is that how you say it?
Javier?
Javier. I think it's Javier. I think
Javier.
Lucy's. Thank you so much. That is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much.
Wow.
I really appreciate it. Yeah, brother too. Yeah, buddy. It's a great music.
I mean, really, you really don't have any Russian. I know, Sam. I don't know. You probably watch a bunch of Russian movies, like Russian-made movies. If you speak Russian, you have. And there is not a single like movie that has propaganda that's bad about America. That's like America's the bad guys. Like American spies come to Russia to blow up Russia. You don't have those movies. But in America, half the fucking Hollywood portray Russia as the bad guys, and then you got all of these stupid Americans believing that Russia is bad. We got black and white TVs and bears walking on the goddamn streets. And then what do you expect if they see YouTube channels saying Russia? Moscow is the safest city in the world, or one of them. Russia is great. There is no freaking crime here. They don't believe it because they're shocked, because they've been brainwashed by Hollywood.
Snow, bears, gangsters, vodka, horse and cart.
One of the things that's less here is antisocial behavior, 100%.
Yeah.
You know, that is just like a city centre in the UK on a weekend. You go to Nottingham on a weekend. It is crazy. It is absolute carnage.
Since I've been here, and I've said this many times, and it's still true, but since I've been in Russia, I have not seen one incident of violence, not even one incident of road rage. The closest I've seen is people bibbing their horns. I haven't seen anything.
Okay. That's it. That's the worst you see. Drunk people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've seen a few things, but like
I haven't.
Not on the level. Not on the level.
Not on that level.
Not on the level of like UK antisocial behaviour. It's not
Mate,
there,
in the UK, road rage was a daily occurrence for me. That was something that I saw every single day. So coming here and seeing nothing at all is just wow.
Hey, trying to go for a walk in downtown any city in the States up to 10 p.m.
I'm scared of America. I've got to be honest. I'm scared of. There's loads of reasons. When I was younger, I wanted to go to America and see what it's like. I quite fancied spending a couple of weeks driving around small towns and stuff, and going and watching a high school football game, and going to the diner and having an apple pie or whatever. I guess these are stereotypes, right? But like, I'm really scared of getting pulled over by the police there. Like, I'm like,
the police is the worst, man.
I'm really scared of getting pulled over
by a black cop, dude. You're fucked.
I'm really scared. Like, it's horrible. Like, yeah.
Julian Christie has asked, how can somebody from the UK visit? It seems impossible to book hotels.
Oh, no. So there's a site that you can use. What's it called? It begins with O. I'll tell you right now, because I gave it to somebody else the other day. So, by the way, guys, I take phone calls, and they're still free at this moment in time, but I'm going to start charging for them.
Why are they free?
No, right now, because I haven't changed it yet, right? So right now they're still free, but I'm going to start charging for them simply because I get no shows quite a lot, and I'm waiting and giving my time.
Yeah, you're giving your time.
Giving my time, and people don't. Because I do ask people to donate.
Yeah, and they don't because they don't donate.
Yeah, and they don't donate. Yeah. So I'm going to start charging, but
so you should.
I'll give you this information. So if you want to book a call on my channel with me for free right now, you can do. Go to my site, samsrussianadventures.com. I won't try and sell you anything. It's not about trying to make money from you. It's just if you have questions Russia related, you can get free advice from me based on my experience of living here and based on things I know and other people I know. I can point you in the right direction. And so, so that's what I'm saying with regards to the calls. I'm going to try and find this site for you now. 1 second. If you are a British guy and you come to Russia, also, so I have a Telegram chat group, as does Chris. I'm guessing vendors. I'm not sure. I'm not in it. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you can find in every video, it's got the link for the Telegram chat group. Same with Chris. You can join our channels and chat. There's loads of, I've got like about 1,700 people in there. Chris is the moderator of my group. He's in there more than me, to be fair. He's really good at that. So you can join the Telegram groups and chat with other people.
Ruthless.
If you're a British person and you're coming to Russia, I'm in a group for British people in Russia. I'm sorry if you're not British. That's just someone else set up the group. It's not my group, but I can add you to that as well if you reach out to me and let me know, and I'll add that to you. So there's a British guy that came to Russia not long ago. I was chatting to him for a while, helping him, giving him advice and stuff, called Gavin James. And I gave him the information as to what the site is, and I'll tell you now, because he booked using that site, and that site is where is it? Come on, Sam, where's the site? I'm looking at the chat. Blimey. Gave it to someone else the other day as well, didn't I? Who did I chat to? Basically, these are the kind of questions that everybody asks when they thinking about coming to Russia. How do I book? So where is it? Where is it? Is Chris answering the questions? Are you?
Yeah.
Well, get your questions in, because we're probably going to go soon. Oh, Robert Brazier, thanks so much. Or Brazier, thanks so much. Really appreciate that. That's incredible.
The trouble is, I'm not seeing all of the messages because my laptop basically is just spinning around like on a super slow. So the chat for me is really intermittent. So I'm trying to point out stuff. But guys, forgive me if we're missing it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find this site before. Blimey, who is it? Because they had a chat with them the other day. Is it there? Nope. Blimey. Who did I chat with the other day? I'm sorry about this, guys. If it's getting boring, I'm just trying to find this blimmin' thing. It begins with O, and it's a site for booking hotels in Russia. If someone else knows it, they can tell us. And if not, then where is a blimmin' thing, eh? Oh, here it is. Okay, it's ostrovok.ru. So it's, how do you answer comments, by the way, Chris? I don't know how to answer them. How do you answer them? Do you know? When I click on it, it says delete comments, put users in timeout, or ban them. That's all I get.
They can hear you, so just tell them who you're answering.
Okay, so but you know how to answer them, yeah? I don't know how to answer them. It's just weird. Okay,
I'm just typing in the chat bar in the bottom.
All right, okay.
Can you hear me, guys?
All right. Yes. Oh, blimey. Yeah.
Blimey. Turn the volume down.
Sorry. Damn, my phone died.
Yeah, no, it's better. It's better.
I think we're going to probably wrap it up, though, guys, yeah? Because we kind of finished the topic.
Let's do 10 minutes of just trying to answer some questions, because a lot of people have rattled through.
So ostrovok.ru is the site. I've typed it there. That's the site for booking hotels. You can book them from the UK. They don't ask for, or you think you can pay I think you can pay in advance in or wherever you are in the world, you can pay in advance in your currency. Yeah, so someone else has written there as well. Ostrovok for hotels, avia sales and flights. So yeah. Call all right to travel agents Istanbul. Okay, you can. Nick said you can call all right to a travel agent in Istanbul, but you can do it through that site, ostrovok.ru. And someone else has Luke's written Travala as well, so that's probably one, I'm guessing. I'm not really using them much. Obviously, I'm not using them ever, am I?
No.
Just, so yeah.
Yeah.
Ostrovok again has been written yet. Thank you.
Give a shout out to Ven's YouTube channel.
Yeah. Do you know what's Ven Core his channel called? Yeah.
So he should be here to answer that himself. But people need to search for Ven Core, VENKOR, or it's at Redneck Ven. So that's at RDNK VEN. Yeah, at Redneck Ven, RDNK VEN.
I want to say I'm sorry for the things he said. Obviously, I didn't say them, but yeah, everyone has different opinions about stuff. He
Absolutely.
is a good guy. He is a, you
Yeah.
know, he's a good guy. But that's his
Yeah.
opinion, I guess, based
He is
on
a
his
good guy.
experience, right? Yeah. So, yeah, we don't all share this same value, same views,
No,
right?
the world's
So
full of
based on
different people.
experience, yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks, greetings from Vladimir. Wow, that's amazing.
Whoa.
Thank you so much.
Hometown.
What it, yeah. What or what it. And by the way, Javier is Javier or Javier with a J. Sorry if I
Yeah, we're English. We cop things up like that.
Ben the racist. Who's Ben, by the way? Or
Don't know who
Ben,
Ben
maybe.
is.
Yeah, maybe it's you want to write Ben. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't expect that, to be fair. Yeah, it's kind of like I was trying to give the reasoning behind it. Yeah, and yeah, blimey.
I had to get a drink.
Yeah, you left me to like just do it. Yeah, which kind of I was like, what's going on here?
That's what I do, mate. You know, discretion is the better part of valor.
No, so that's
I saw shit getting real and I legged it.
So yeah, so is there any other questions going on? Anyone? We've got 75 people still here.
Cool.
I'm guessing 70 of them are bots, and there's me and Chris. That's 72. So any of you other three people want to ask any questions? By the way, I always try. I'm a big kid. Right? So I say stupid things.
Yes,
so
Brian. Run.
Say stupid things.
Better to be a live chicken than a dead duck.
It's good to see a few familiar faces. Now, obviously, when people have different YouTube avatars, right? But Phil, recognize Phil's avatar straight away, and Brian as well. Yeah, so it's good to see you guys because you get to see the same people in the comments and YouTube as well, right? So it's good to see you guys. Yeah, other people.
Yeah, for getting flights to Russia from the UK, there's no direct flights anymore. So best thing is to go via Istanbul and then either go to Sochi if you're looking to go to the south of Russia, or Moscow if you want to be a bit more central. Free, I think, airports in Moscow. So, yeah, they're your choices. They're your options. Turkish Airlines is probably the best option. You can fly from London to Istanbul and then transfer to Sochi. So you're looking at about a 4-hour flight from London to Istanbul and then a 2-hour flight from Istanbul to Sochi, or a 4-hour flight from Istanbul to Moscow.
So you can also come via Finland. A guy that I've just been chatting to, who I've been chatting to for a few weeks, who has come to apply for the new shared values visa temporary residency. He just come through Finland and then caught a bus to St. Petersburg, bus to St. Petersburg, and then got another bus to another town. I can't remember where he's moved to. I'm really sorry about that.
I've just had snow, actually, funnily so I don't normally get snow in the south of Russia where I am. It's normally the same climate as the south of France, but yesterday we had snow. So I've been driving about doing a live stream today in what was left of the snow.
I've seen Artyom has written about that film. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I think it's based on a book, right? That film, but yeah, I'm not going to say the name. Wyatt, hi, nice to see you here as well. What's it like to? Okay, so someone else. Okay, Tone Skills off for a shower. Okay, see you later, mate. Anthony, cool to see you here as well, mate. Thanks a lot from Hartlepool. Also, so what's it like to live in Kazan? So we've got a friend, haven't we? Mutual friend. We've got a mutual friend that's moved to Kazan, studying Russian now. I think Kazan's a really cool city, right? It seems to be amazing.
Yeah.
He really enjoys it there. So he's in if you join our Telegram, definitely mine. I think he's in yours as well, isn't he? Our Telegram chat groups.
Yes.
And there's a guy from living in Kazan. In fact, there's a couple of people in. There's Matt and there's Robert. Is it Robert? Not Robert. Robert's in Widnes. Oh, blimey, what's his name? This is really bad that I don't know his name. Moved to Kazan not long ago, studying.
Connor?
Yeah, Connor. Blimey, sorry, Connor. I'm really sorry.
That's right.
If you're watching, yeah. So Connor, he's So Connor's living in Kazan, and Matt's living in Kazan as well. So join our Telegram chat groups, and you can chat with both of those guys. Really top guys.
Brian wants to know if we're going to meet in person this year.
So basically,
all right, I'm back.
He's back. Woo.
My phone died.
It's so loud. It's so loud. We know. This is. I'm sure we've been through this once already. So
Sorry,
basically,
mate.
sorry. We've. I was just going to say we. Yeah. So basically, for me to get to Chris's house, literally, I have to go on my road, turn right, drive about 10 miles, and get onto the new. What is it? Is it M7? It's not M7, is it?
I don't know.
I think it's M7. And basically, then just turn right and go straight for like 1,500 kilometers.
1,674 kilometers.
And then I get off that road and turn left or right, and I get to Chris's village, right? So yeah. So in theory, it's the what is it? What's the new road called? The toll road. It's not the M7, is it?
I know it's a Latin name, which is Tollius Rhodus.
No, okay. I'm just thinking what it's called. I think it's the M. It's like it's not the M7. It might be the M7.
M7
anyway.
Apparently.
It's the M7. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, is there any more questions before we wrap it up? Because I'm dying for a wee. I shouldn't. Yeah. Should I say that? Oh, I've got another donation. BGN. BGN. Oh no, that's the currency, isn't it? BGN. Sorry. Ningun Amor Parami. You might just put that. Might just be a really bad swear word, right? But anyway, thanks a lot for the donation. I really appreciated that. Have a coffee on me, Sam. Sorry, I'm not trying to. I'm just being silly. M7. Thanks, Michael. Yeah. So, is there any other questions before we wrap it up? Ven, wrap something over your mic. So you're being told, Ven, to put something over your microphone. To
Ven, 30 seconds. Promote your channel. What's your channel name?
If you want to see a Country Boys live, come to my channel.
What is your channel?
It's just construction.
What's the name of it? Your weapon?
Oh, Vancor. Van VENKOR. Vancor is my channel. If you're interested in just some average dudes live, come and watch it. And I'm sure there'll be at least one video that you're gonna enjoy because I got variety of different stuff on my channel.
Definitely. I loved your rock concert video. I loved the scenery. It was a brilliant video. So yeah, definitely. Sam, your channel? I
was just going to say, if you want to, basically, you know how James Bond gets killed, well, tries to kill James Bond in different films. Well, one of the ways that could kill James Bond would be to put him on headphones on my live stream and let Ven talk with his loud microphone, because that could just.
I don't got my headphones plugged in because my phone's charging. Sorry, my phone is charging, and I got my headphones unplugged.
I'm just being sarcastic. Sorry. So yeah, so my channel is called Sam Will Become a Millionaire with Donations from you guys.com.
Yeah,
so my channel is called Sam's Russian Adventures. You need to basically, what you should do is write millions of letters to all the mainstream news channels around the world and advertise my channel to them, so that I can Sailor, who banned me? I don't think you've been banned. You're not banned anyway. You're written there. It's written there anyway. Yeah. So sorry, that's my channel.
Was me. Yeah, no, that was me.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you did get banned. Don't know why.
No, he didn't get banned. He just got put on a naughty step for a stupid comment. Basically moaning about what he thought the stream was about, and it was nothing about it. So Sailor, yeah, sorry, I'll put you in timeout. Hey.
Okay. So what do you think? Should we wrap it up, guys?
Yeah.
I gotta go, guys.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's good time.
I'm actually at a house party right now, and I got like 20 people in the other room hanging out and having fun, and I'm in my boy's office talking to y'all.
Oh, your phone's dead.
Piss off.
We needed to see. Basically that would have been more fun than our live stream if you'd have just gone around.
Yeah, probably. I
had a great time talking to y'all, though.
Yeah,
we could have played spin the bottle. Spin the bottle, and we would have. Yeah, and we would have.
Yeah.
Virtually kissed the people in the room.
Right. Anyway, so everybody, subscribe to Ven's channel if you haven't already. Vencor or Redneck Ven. Sam's channel, well, it's pretty obvious if you're watching this stream. Sam's Russian Adventures, and my channel, The Plastic Russian.
The Plastic Russian.
Woo!
Okay, cool. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for
guys.
joining.
All right.
It's been fun to just mess
Peace
around
and love, guys. Thank you so much for having me on with y'all. And y'all have a great weekend. Whatever y'all do, have a fantastic weekend.
Already
Okay.
on it.
See you. Bye.
Cheers,
Bye, guys.
See ya. Bye.